Hello, welcome to my terribly built Gatling gun for my new desk. Go over some brief explanations, explain why I did it and how I did it. So this is the Gatling gun you saw at the beginning of the video. Originally it just started with a tube because I wanted to see if I can do this little spring effect, a little bolt action. But the real start of it all was this. I wanted to build a new computer desk, and two of my friends, Jeff and Peter, wanted me to keep expanding to use as much room as possible. So then I went to this one, a little bit bigger, and both of them said I didn't use enough space. So this is actually the current desk I built, which you could kind of see in the video. But yet again, they wanted me to use as much space as possible. So I ended up doing this. And this is my new computer desk with a bunker system underneath. But as we zoom up here, I thought it'd be funny to have a Gatling gun mounted on my desk. So then I started the design process with this guy. I used my Ender 3 Max and my A-net for the whole project. Here are just some quick time lapses of my printers. I mainly use my Ender because I kind of want to stick to the same quality from that one, but I did use the A-net for some internal parts. And the reason why one part's clear is I was printing some clear parts and ended up just not wanting to switch it out. Here's all the parts laid out before I assemble them all. Bunch of time lapses of just me putting the pieces together, but there are some explanations in between a few of them. And the barrels. It's a bolt action, if you know what that is. If you don't, a little L shape. It's gonna be really hard to do with one hand. Yeah. But, so, when you pull the spring back, and you lock it in place right there. And these little things to shoot out of it. It's kind of how I started this idea. Part of one of two reasons I did this. I just want to work on like mechanics like this and see if I can make one myself, and then I ended up deciding to do the whole gun. I have 5 of these. They're not all the same spring length. I was trying different lengths to see how powerful I can make it, and I made a lot of these that absolutely failed. From thickness, inside piece wasn't good enough. I didn't design these correctly for a while, and now it works, kind of. I'm using a pen because the spring length I did minimally use was where the hole for the screw to go through is just slightly above the slit, so trying different tensions out. I did pre-assemble this whole thing a few times, just because sometimes with 3D printing, the hole I designed sometimes may have some defects. So either using a razor blade or just forcing the screws in. As I was putting this together, I thought of different ways I could have made a few of these parts, so I'll probably do an update video with the newer parts designs I have. To make it spin, and I can't do any really cool designs of this guy. And these two rings. This side has two coming through, which flip on to that little edge. And this one only has one, and it screws directly into that hole, and there's another screw I use. But what's really nice is this is going to attach to the front end, and it will connect all the front pieces. You have them spin. And this will be connected to the back end to ensure that this stays steady as well as the front to spin. And here's the top mechanism. Oh, mechanism, I don't know, but it's done. And it spins. Not great, but it spins. Kind of. Spin this way really well. Probably have to wax some parts on the inside just to make it spin a little bit better, but first time kind of doing a build this big. It works. That's all that matters. Like the front part that spins, I use the same kind of idea mechanism on the bottom, where a little bit bigger lip, no specific reason, shove it in there, and there's holes right here, and that's gonna latch into this to make sure it doesn't come up, and there is small holes on this ring just to connect it together to the mounting plate to my desk. Here are three main pieces before I mount it to my desk. Desk mount, structure it's going to hold it, and the top piece. And I didn't do it correctly, so it kind of floats in there, but it works. Watching the biggest design and print project. Plan to do more. Any questions? Leave a comment down below.